Hello there, I'm Blackbright. Welcome to my channel. First time you're passing through, you're welcome to click the subscribe button, like, dislike, put comments, whatever. Anyway, I just wanted to do a quick video because it was Jamaican Independence Day yesterday, the 6th of August. They were celebrating 58 years of independence, and you've got people going around on their videos really slagging Jamaica off and saying, oh, they're not independent, you know, the Chinese have taken over and they can't shop and they can't do this and they don't own the airlines and the Queen still runs the country. And I thought to myself, you know, why do people do that? Why do they have to slag people off? You've got people who are so happy to be Jamaican, whether they're in Jamaica or outside Jamaica. You've got people celebrating their Jamaicanness. And yet you have people on videos slagging off Jamaica and making it look like it's the worst island or country in the world. I mean, it's an island, it's not even a country. And look how it has excelled. And yet, oh no, people tearing it to shreds. Do they think that Jamaica is the only country in debt? I listened to one video, they said, oh, Jamaica is the worst country in the world. It's the most indebted country in the world. That's a lie. Because America owes 31 something trillion. UK owes 1.78 trillion. And then you have Japan on there. And every country is dependent on another country. No island stands alone. And what people don't understand in the business world is that debt is good. Debt is seen as lucrative. And the whole point of debt is showing that you can pay it off. And that is what gives you credibility. I remember when I used to live in America, it might have changed now, but you had to get a credit card before you could actually build up your credibility. You had to be put in debt in order to show that you were a credible source. Once you show that you can pay it off during the terms and during the time, then you start getting more and more credibility. And that's what it's like in the economic world. It's not about debt. It's about your ability to pay it off, whether it takes 1 year or 10 years or 20 years or 60 years, whatever the term is. Provided you pay it off in the term agreed, that is what gives you credibility. And that is why Jamaica is booming as far as businesses are concerned, as far as stocks are concerned. They're booming because they have the ability to pay the debt, regardless of how much it is. So let's stop knocking Jamaica. You know, it's their independence and good for them. I mean, they started off with nothing. They thought they were going to get the support of America and England. And as soon as they went independent, all their support went. Similarly, as soon as they went independent, that's when they started changing the immigration laws in the UK. You can't blame the UK because as far as they're concerned, they were willing to take people from the Commonwealth when Jamaica was a part of the realm. But once it became independent, and yes, okay, the Queen might still run things, but the fact of the matter is, once they went independent, the UK thought we've got no loyalty to you anymore. So they withdrew all their resources and every little piece of help they had, and Jamaica had to start from scratch. And look, they started from scratch and look where they are now. Yes, they've solicited support from China. Yes, the infrastructure has improved and they might not own the roads, they might not own the airports, but does England? England's have sold off all their businesses. Did you see anybody jumping up? Well, you do see people talking about it because as far as they're concerned, you know, when you're selling off your enterprises, you're also losing jobs. It also means that your indigenous people have less options and less choices, as you know, as far as places to work are concerned. So yes, it is a concern when you see a country selling off this and selling off that, and a part of it's being controlled by that country and another part is being controlled by that country. But you know, that's the way of life. America has sold one of her airports. UK has sold off one of theirs. Is anybody jumping up and screaming? Stop slagging off Jamaica. Jamaica is one of the most powerful islands in the world. And regardless of what people say about it, they always come up strong. When you look on those colours, I mean, I saw some guys in some colours, man, and they look boom. You know what I mean? You can't diss Jamaica. And Jamaicans, stop dissing your island. Everybody is struggling. Yes, you have poor people in Jamaica. We have poor people in the UK. We have poor people in America, the biggest third world countries. So do you think it's just Jamaica that's got poverty in Trenchtown and wherever it is? Do you think it's only in Jamaica where people are poor and needy? It's only because it's not publicised in these Western worlds why you think the people in the West are doing so well. It's a minority that are doing well. It's a minority that are surviving. So it's not the whole world. It's not as if Jamaica have poverty and England and America, you know, are up and coming. It's not like that. So when you're talking about, oh, you know, you have people poor and you have the rich people have this and the rich people have that, it's all over the world. The rich will get richer and the poor will get poorer every day. It's prophesied. If, you know, to him who has little, even that what he has will be taken away. To him who has much, more shall be given. So, it's life. Get used to it and stop dissing your island. And it's Jamaicans dissing their own island, you know. What do they call them? Crab in a barrel? Bad mind? Maybe it's just lack of knowledge. We don't know what it is. It might be they might see Jamaica and they might just know about Jamaica and not realise the rest of the world is the same. Everybody's on a playing field and the playing field is not even. So when you see Jamaica climbing and achieving in this big world market, you have to give them props. It might not look good because as Caribbeans, we were told not to get in debt. Debt is seen as bad. But in the business world, in the big wide world, debt is seen as good. So it's our education, it's the way we've been educated. I don't like debt. I don't like to feel beholden. And especially when you get situations like this, with the coronavirus, thoughts of losing your job, and you might have credit cards, you might have overdrafts, you might have whatever it is people have. And then you think, oh my God, I'm in debt. I'm going to be beholden to these people. And it makes you stressed. But as long as you find a way to pay it. That's why they say it's so important for people who are in debt to inform the debtors and tell them what's happened, why it's happened, arrange an agreement that you can stick to. Don't arrange an agreement that you can't stick to, but that agreement has to be mutually agreed. So that's why they do that, because it's not about the debt, it's your ability to pay the debt through an agreed set of terms. So like I said, big up Jamaica. That's all for now. Bye-bye.